Hi, Steve from Chorus Guitar, and what you've just heard is the Hotone Pulze Mini. It's a tiny little combo. It's just a wonderful little device, and if you've seen my Pulze video recently of the 30-watt combo, I will show you that the difference in size between this and this is quite a lot. Now this is the 30-watt version, and it's got two stereo 3.5-inch speakers. Okay, so it's got two 3.5-inch speakers, and you get that beautiful stereo spread. It's, as I say, it's 30 watts. This one's class D, and you can check out my review of that, which I did a couple of weeks ago. But Hotone enjoyed my video and said, "Can we send you the Mini?" I went, "Yeah, of course you can." And also, can we also send you the Pulze Control as well, which is a MIDI pedal, which you can, on this Mini, you can Bluetooth up, and you can use it to switch, you know, patches and stuff like that, which is really cool. So that could be wireless. We're going to have a look at that in a bit. But let's have a look at this this little Pulze Mini. It does do overdrive sounds, and it also uses the great app that we used with the Pulze amp here. Now, I've been doing lots of preset builds for Vailton GP5, GP50, and the app is very, very similar. So that's great. It's dead easy to use, and there's lots and lots of features, but as I say, it's an easy to use app. So if you are a little bit technophobic about that sort of thing, don't worry about it. Don't worry too much, because it is quite easy to use. As I said, it is a tiny thing. They call it a palm size. Well, it's pretty small. There's my hand concealing it. As you can see, it is very small indeed. This has got a 2-inch speaker in it, so you get a mono output. The little light on the front here, when you're adjusting things, that does actually move up and down, which is rather nice, and changes colour and whatever. You do get a strap with it, so you can wander around with it. On the side we have a, let's get a close-up on that. We do have a dial which can increase the volume, and you can press the button in on the dial and that will give you a tuner. So let's have a look at the tuner. Hold the dial in. There you go. Pardon it for being upside down. Let's see if I can turn it the right way around for you. There you go. Okay, so that's your tuner. Press my button in again, and it should revert back to, there you go. It reverts back to its normal screen. So you've got a little screen on there to give you some information. Let's just pop that down there again so you can see it on camera. Hopefully I'm getting it right. There you go. And behind that, what you can see is that little foot switch pedal that Hotone have sent me. Now, Hotone don't pay me for this. I can say what I like. I certainly don't have to say anything about, you know, the goods that I don't believe are true. But they do send it me and I can keep it. So that's very cool. So let's have a look at some further specs. Right, okay, so the processor, the amp, should I say, has got the same modelling in it as the Ampero 2 and the bigger amp that I showed you earlier on. It's called the CDCM HD FIRE. I'm surprised I got that right and remembered that. Okay, now, obviously with a 2-inch speaker, it's not going to sound massive. When you plug the headphones into it, it does sound massive. It sounds absolutely wonderful, and you do get that stereo effect like you would do with the other models as well. Okay, so let's have a look at some more specs. They're 5 watts class D, and they've got, as I said, a 2-inch speaker inside, not the two 3.5-inch speakers like we have in the bigger Pulze. Now, the speakers that you get inside these aren't like normal guitar amp speakers that I've got in here. They are more full range speakers. And the thing about that is that you can, because it's Bluetooth, is you can Bluetooth your phone to this device or any of the Pulze series, and you can play backing tracks and all sorts of things. And it sounds really good. It does sound good. As I say, I don't get told to say anything really by Hotone. It's just my opinions, and it does sound really good. It's not a loud amp. I would say that the clean tones on the presets as they are stock are probably about normal talking level, maybe a little bit louder. The overdrive ones are a little bit louder, but you can boost it. You can boost it, but it's not meant to be. It's not meant to sound huge, is it? You know, it's not meant to sound loud anyway. but it does sound huge through headphones. It sounds awesome. Right, so what has it got inside it? It's got 52 amp models, and it's also got 48 cabinets. Celestion have also provided 5 of their impulse response cabinets, so you're getting some of the top Celestion speakers in there as well. Now, this has just been updated, and this, I don't know if there's any others in this country, is the new black, or it looks like the Eclipse model colour. So the ones that you'll see online are normally that cream colour, like this one that we've got here. Yeah, that colour. But now, through, I think through popular demand by customers and whatever, they've decided that black, or the Eclipse, it's like a sort of grey, gunmetal grey black. It's very cool. They've included that in their line now. Yeah, as I say, it's not overly loud, but what they do is they put on a little diaphragm on the side of the cabinet here, and that's to add more bass to the unit, and it actually works really nicely. When I first got it, I was like, what's that? What does it do? And then I looked it up, and it told me what it did, and it's a really good idea. I like that. Inside, you've got over 100 different effects. So that could be noise gates, compressors, drives, modulation, pitch shift, all sorts of things. Got loads of those. You're not going to be short of those. Oh, loads of reverbs, loads of delays. Forgot about that. They sound awesome as well. I cannot believe that. I mean, I know it's technology, but I cannot believe that you can get so much technology and great sounds out of such a small package. And that's not just Hotone. I mean, there's a lot of manufacturers out there at the moment doing this sort of thing too, but this is brilliant. It's really cool. Okay, let's see what else it's got on it. Yeah, as I said, it's got over 100 effects, but you can have 7 simultaneous effects on at the same time. And you can also, you can change the order of the effects by using the Hotone app, which I'll show you in a moment. Now, they do class effects as your amp and your cab, okay? But you can also switch around your effect order as well, your effects chain on the app, which is really cool. Another nice thing is it's got 100 drum patterns. It's like a drum machine, and included with that are some metronome sounds as well. So that's really useful. Excellent for practice. It's not the best drum machine in the world, but it's really good for practicing, and there's lots of different time signatures in there as well. Not only has it got a drum machine stroke metronome function, you can also Bluetooth and stream audio from your phone or a Bluetooth device. I was using YouTube to have a jam along with it with some backing tracks. That sounded awesome. And the speaker inside is like a flat response speaker. It's really cool. The speakers aren't like your normal guitar amp speakers. They work really well with normal music as well. So, you know, it's a jack of all trades. It's a fantastic piece of kit. Right, as you can see, there's no power lead going into this at the moment. It's got a USB socket on the side so that you can use it for that audio interface, but also you can charge this as well. So this is really cool. It's got a lithium-ion battery inside it, and on medium volume, you can have this wireless, you know, without charging it, for 5.5 hours on medium volume, up to 5.5 hours. If you're using headphones, they say you can have 11.5 hours, which is quite astonishing, really. So they say also that you can plug a USB charger into it, like a phone charger, and you can actually play the amp, you know, full tilt, whatever you want to do, off that phone charger, so it's not going to lose any juice on that. As I say, it's got a lithium-ion battery on it, and it's great. So you've got this lovely portability. Right, okay, so on the top, you can see that there's a little 1.4-inch screen. It's a colour screen, and it's got multiple functions. If we press the button in on the side, it shows you volume controls and all sorts of things. And as I said, if you hold it in, it will give you that tuner as well. So there's lots of functionality there as well. But the main function is going to be on the app that they provide. It's a free app. Also, we've got these little arrow buttons here, so you can flick between the patches and presets, whatever. Dead easy. And it's just perfect for people that just want to get on with having a play on their guitar or the bass or whatever. And it's easy to use. I love it. Right, taking a look at the app. Let's have a quick look at the app. It's quite easy to use. I'm going to go on to that now. Right, let's have a look. So what you can see here, we've got a play mode and a song list mode. And if I click on the song list mode, you can see that it's got all tones featured at the moment, but you can actually have it so that you can pick out clean sounds and all sorts of things. The play mode, on the other hand, is where you can do the editing. So what we've got on here, and I'll try and cover everything. Let's go from the top, is we've got a settings cog there. We can adjust the sound. We can change the audio. We can change a global EQ. Well, you wouldn't have thought that was possible. You can even change the reference pitch. How cool's that? That is very cool. Okay, so you can, in the tuner. So if you don't want to tune to 440 Hertz, you can actually change the reference pitch. That is brilliant. Okay, let's have a look at the display. Okay, you can change the theme color on it a little bit like the I like the bigger pulse. That's really cool. I like that. So there's lots of different colors you can choose. So the light can change on it. I don't know if on the if this does the same as the big pulse, but you can actually hold down a dial and change the colors with it within the app, which is really nice. Okay, so you've got the USB record level here, monitor level for your headphones. It's got loopback functions on here. It's got it all, hasn't it? It's really cool. You can even reamp on it. I mean, that's brilliant. You can record the drums as well. How cool's that? Like it. Okay, let's go back into the main setting there. Okay, so that's how that works. I've just gone through those there. You've got a saving mode here, so you can save all your stuff. You've got your drum machine by clicking on there, so you can change the sounds of that. As I say, the drum machine isn't overly amazing, but it's okay. This is for, looks like it's for tap tempo as well for your metronome, which is really nice. We like that. Let's have a look at below there. Here you can change your, as I say, you can change your sounds by just scrolling through, nice and easy. That's dead easy. And we have here, this is your signal chain. Now, on this sound, the Brown King Clean or whatever it is, Brown Clean, they're not all selected. And there's also an auto cab function there where you can turn that on and it will select the cabinet that is matched up to the original amp. So let's just have a quick look around the top here. So on the dynamics here, we've got a noise gate on this one, but you can have compressors, boosts, all sorts of cool stuff there. Moving on to the next part, which is the pre. And here we can have compressors again, boosts, T-wahs, auto-wahs, drive pedals. It is absolutely stacked, isn't it? It's brilliant. Octavers there, pitch shifter, the dimension there, give you a clue to what it is. Also some bass effects as well. Yeah, absolutely jam-packed with goodies there. Brilliant. Okay, onto the amps. What we have here, if I just click on here, you can see that it's got all the amps and gives you a picture so you get a bit of an idea of what it's all about. Now, what I did the other day was or yesterday should I say, here we go, is I downloaded some tones, some NAMs, neural amp models, and I popped them in. Now, this has been updated recently with its firmware so that you can use neural amp modeling files, and it uses its own clone technology here. This is something a little bit new, and this is very welcome. The Ampero 2 that I did a review on can actually do clones of amps, but this can actually load clones in. That if you had an Ampero 2, you could load it from that, or you can pop to Tone 3000, which is a fantastic site. It's got loads and loads of amps on and cabinets and stuff, and you can load those amps in. Normally, I would load them in as a full rig. Yeah, so you've got the amp and the cab, and then that's probably a bit easier. You can do that. It's amazing. It's a recent firmware update. Yeah, you can pop onto cab. You can select all sorts of cabs. There's loads of them, absolutely oodles, including bass cabs. And also, here's the Celestion ones as well, if you can see that there. So you've got 5 Celestion ones from the blue speaker, the El Nico Blue, down to vintage 30s. It's really cool. Also, you've got things here to make things sound like acoustic guitars. And here are your user banks here so that you can pop your own IRs in there. You can download those from Tone 3000 if you wish, or other sites as well. So, I mean, this unit's like £100 and you can do all this with it. It's crazy. Okay, onto EQ. You've got loads of EQs on here. You've got bass EQs, guitar EQs, graphic EQs, and they've also put choruses in here as well, which is kind of cool because if you think to yourself, right, okay, well, I can't use that effect on that block because, you know, I've already used it up. You can actually, you still have that effect available, which is really cool. And that's in the EQ mod section here. So not only can it do EQs, it can do modulations as well. That's brilliant. FX1, you've got loads of stuff in here. I think you've got reverbs as well. Yeah, well, delays, in fact, on this one. Let's have a look. Yeah, delays, univibe type of things, flanges, absolutely packed out. It's brilliant. FX2, I think it's in there. Yeah. So in here we've got the reverbs. So we've got halls, plates, springs, shimmers. Shimmers are great. I do like shimmers. Didn't think I would, but it kind of gives you sort of like a violin-y kind of sound. They're very cool. Okay, digital delays, analog delays, all sorts of things in here. It's brilliant. Okay, so that is basically the app. As I said, at the bottom here, if I press the cloud, you can actually you can send things to the Hotone cloud. You can do all sorts of things with that. You can make your own presets. You can do lots and lots of cool stuff. Okay, so that's pretty much the app. I'm going to have a look at very, very briefly though at the app that we can use with the Pulze Control, which enables you to actually have a wireless pedal that can change the presets on this little Pulze Mini. And we're going to have a listen to a high gain sound as well in a minute. I've turned the volume down. It will also it'll reduce it so that you can use it like you would a normal amp. Let's change the pickup. Right, okay, so what you could hear there was the Booga Boogie patch. I presume it's something to do with something like one of these Messer things in the corner. Yeah, it sounds great. I used that when I was jamming on YouTube, you know, just sending it across via Bluetooth. It sounds absolutely great. Right, okay, so that was the Booga Boogie sound. Very cool. It did react very similar to a normal amplifier. Turn the volume down, takes it down, puts you into kind of a sort of a push clean. Lots of gain. You can of course change any part of that sound that you wish and save it for your own, which is really cool. There is a community where you can, as mentioned, where you can send your presets to, and you can also download presets from there for free, which is really cool. Right, okay, so as I said, with the update, you can now load in the neural amp modeling, clone technology. It's a surefire winner for the money. It really is. Anyway, let's have a look at the app that controls it. Right, so what I've done, I've Bluetoothed up to the little Pulze Control. As you can see, it is a tiny little pedal. And you can also add extras onto it. So you can control things from here. You've got a little reset there. That's how to power it on. And you've got the input there so you can charge it, because this is wireless as well. It's really cool. Okay, so what else? When I want to pair it, you just press the two switches down. That'll pair it, or set it into pairing mode, and that's pretty easy. Now, on the app, this is what I've just done is paired the app. It's pretty easy to do. I don't believe that you can have this app on at the same time as the editor app for this at the same time, so bear that in mind. At the top here, I'm going to press that. And here, what you can see is it's got lots and lots of preset sort of implementation. So at the moment, If we look at this, I can change the sounds on the little device. Let's just turn that around so you can see it a bit better. That will do. Okay, so if we just do that, you can see I'm changing through the presets. And I do believe that what you can do is you can set this up so that you could have, let's say, 3 sounds. So you can just cycle through 3 sounds. So a clean, I don't know, a rocky rhythm and then a solo sound. So that's possible. That's very cool. Okay, so let's turn that back again. There we go. Now, if we look on here, this is the previous tone and the next tone. And also it's got an expression pedal thing, so you can assign that to do other things. So if I click on the expression pedal thing, you can see that you can do all sorts of cool stuff there. Okay, back to here. Now, if I go to the Pulse 2, what that can do is it can turn the preamps on and off, and FX1 on and off, which is cool. And also you can change the expression pedal there. Let's have a look at Pulse 3, tuner on and off, or tap tempo on foot switch B. So you got that can turn the tuner on and off. That can do tap tempo. And we've got GP5 ones here, Ampero ones, all sorts of cool things, even page turners for people that use like digital page turners when they've got the music on there. And then you've got the MIDI Pro mode. Okay, so what you can do there is you can change all sorts of things, and I've heard that you can do it with different manufactured devices as well. So that is the Pulse Control, and this is really inexpensive. I'll try and put some links in my description so that you can pick stuff like this up. And of course, it's always very useful for me because I get a tiny little commission off Amazon, which is rather nice. So that is the Pulse Control. As I say, to say that this is tiny, it's even tinier. Yeah, but these foot switches are spaced out nicely, so hopefully won't press on the wrong one. Okay, so that is the Pulse Control and the Pulse Mini review. I've gone on far too long, and but I hope you've enjoyed it. You know, with some of these reviews, you just want to sit down with a cup of coffee or something. Okay, so that's how it works. I've been Steve Ball from Chorus Guitar. Please like and subscribe. It doesn't cost anything to do that, you know, and it really helps the channel. And I'll see you soon with some more reviews. Take care now. Bye-bye.